But where are those who share the memory?
Let's see, what new songs are there? Ooh, all the songs are out. I actually like fail at rhythm games. Hello, my name is Laz, and this is my RageGround. Just a chill time today. See if I can do it. Oh, I'm already there.
I'm Genta. Are you ready for your drum along?
Yeah, sure.
Let the drum along begin.
See if I can actually do this. I need to like... Oh, I don't know how to do this, so yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. Fuck. Yeah, I fail. Yeah. Hey, I think I did pretty good. Dulcem. Nice. 2 stars. Yeah, actually pretty bad at that. Hey, 60 primos. Now I'm not gonna try to get every single item because I don't need every single item. What does Zhongli sound like? Yeah. Let's try this one. Oh shit, they switched on me. Woo! Okay, I did pretty good. I did pretty good there. Nice. I failed too. Nice. That's actually not too bad. Alright, alright. Let's try Zhongli's. Ah, I failed one. That's another one. Dang. I haven't expected them to like play Zhongli's theme for this, which would have been dope. Ooh, I didn't see that one. Damn. That one hit me like right when I wasn't paying attention. Still got it though. 88%. Not too bad. It's pretty cheery. Alright, let's do Cleaves. Fuck. Ah! No, I can't do it. Oof. That's a failure. It's a failure in my eyes. Yeah. Alright. Thelma, here we go. I am doing this rhythm thing that I'm not too good at. Oof. I think that was probably one of the best ones, other than the Zhongli. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not Guitar Hero, it's Drum Hero. That was probably, yeah. Descantus is probably the best one I've gotten. Let's see. Dulcim, 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 Descantus. Nice. Alright. Shit, yeah, right off the bat. Yeah, no, oof. Another Dulcim. I mean, I've already, like, finished the story and everything, so there's really not much other than this, like, wacky event that I'm not really good at. Yeah. If this was on a phone, sure, I'd be able to do it. Yeah, this is my worst. Yeah, definitely. Oh, 2,000? It's actually pretty good. Oh, 78%? Oof, yeah, that's my worst. Oh. Achieved that.
Bad news!
Oh, what?
Boss got arrested again! Just now, someone from the Tenryo Commission came to post a notice on the bulletin board saying our festival has to be suspended.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I think maybe the boss sent some flyers to Tenshukaku. He did say that the Shogun would definitely not want to miss the almighty Arataki Great and Glorious Drumalog Festival after all.
Well, I think boss is right.
I love
on,
Ai,
who cares what we
to be
think?
honest. She's
Anyway, the boss
she's a
was
fucking
arrested on the
sweetheart.
spot by the Okuzumeshu. They took him to the Tenryo Commission. Shinobu's probably on the case by now. I heard the Okuzumeshu charged the boss with causing a disturbance in a restricted military zone. Then Madame Kujo-Sara changed it to obstructing the public order.
Ah, that despicable Kujo Tengu. How could she get away with charging boss with a felony over something like this?
You idiot.
Oh,
It's
damn.
a misdemeanor. She
Oh,
downgraded the offense. Usually you just get a warning for that. Anyway, I guess we'll just have to wait until the boss gets out before seeing what to do about the festival. Don't worry, Traveler.
Stop it.
With Shinobu on the case,
Or give me
everything's
Jean
gonna
Glei's
turn out
theme.
just fine.
There we go.
You've been so supportive of our festival. When the boss gets out, I'm sure he'll want to thank you in person. I hope your journey, like our festival, will go from strength to strength.
From strength to strength!
Isn't that what they say about the weapons? Like, as you increase it, it'll go from strength to strength. Yeah, whatever. I've got my own drum now. Yay, now I've got like 3 instruments that I'm never gonna use. Yay. That's nice. What else? Oh, just some notifications. Okay, whatever. I want to test my new team on this bastard here. But yeah, no, I think I'm gonna save my primos because I really want Raiden. Because after one of the events, she was like a trial character like 2 or 3 times. And she is fucking phenomenal. Like, I had her paired with Ayaka and Zhongli. I think I had another trial character up. And when Ayaka uses her burst alongside Raiden's, that, like, consecutive, like, additional slashes is just wild. Like, it was a massive white and purple on my screen. And I loved it. So beautiful. Plus, with her also being, like, energy recharge, the fact that I've got, like, 273 on my Traveler, it'll just make her, like, crazy good. So I'll be shoving everything that I've got on my Traveler onto Raiden and giving her Skyward Spine because my Zhongli has a Engulfing Lightning. Unpopular opinion. And I don't care. It is mine.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Lightning flash!
This is order.
Wow.
My apologies. Nice and spicy.
Not bad, not bad.
Stabilize.
Where'd you go, boy?
Try this.
Yeah.
You've made some progress. Not bad.
Stabilize.
Trick.
Take flight.
Order guide you.
Following thunder!
My apologies.
Come on, give me Ayaka's burst.
I will have order.
Yeah.
Get them!
Quake.
Lightning flash!
Order guide you.
Embrace the ice! Eat this!
Take this!
I mean, not too bad. That wasn't too bad of a fight, but... Yeah. That was pretty good. Not too bad. What'd I get? Ha! That's an okay goblet. Electro damage bonus, attack, HP, crit damage. Might be good. But yeah, no. Like, it's really, like, there's so much in the game that if you stop playing every single update, you do fall behind everything else. And I do admit that, yeah. But at the same time, if you wait for every update and, like, just do the events that are in between, there's at least something to do at that point. But... eh. Yeah, I barely play enough as it is. Like, yeah. I literally, like, if the event sounds good, I do it. I do the story, and then that's it. But Sumeru supposedly soon, which means Dendro. Might be fun. Doubtful, but might be. Let's see, she's based off of energy recharge and stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah, so the eye can initiate one coordinated attack every 0.9 seconds per party. Coordinated attacks generated by characters not controlled by you deal 20% of the normal damage, which is really good with abilities like Ayaka's Burst or Xianling's Burst. in conjunction with that is just a fuckload of damage right there. Yeah, so like that says 0 elemental burst damage bonus 0.22% per energy. If that's off of like energy recharge or energy itself. Either way, she's going to be like ridiculously powerful because what I run.
Osmanthus one.
Wrong thing. On him is this. I'm not so much worried about this right here. It's this stat right here. I might change a few stats. Which one? Yelan or Koki Shinobu? Kuki? I mean, Yelan's okay. I mean, she was kind of fun to use. Kind of. Not like huge game-breaking fun. Oh my god, this character's great. Just, she's good. In my opinion. I like the team that I've built now. And once I get a Raiden or I'll be much better off. But she's kind of cool. She's got a, I think it's her R2 is like a dash. And you can like link your enemies together and they deal damage. Yeah, she's got a beautiful design. Let's see if she shows up on here. Yeah, right here. She's beautiful. I will say that. In the event I was doing that came out with this update, using her is not the best idea, in my opinion, because one of the areas had just like a shit ton of corrosive and I couldn't bring Zhongli or a healer because I'm an idiot. And the team constantly got wiped, so... I mean, she's fun. She's got like that little... Yeah, this one right here. I mean, she still gets damage during this. So, that's kind of like... meh. That was nice. Yeah, I don't have a lot of characters because I don't wish on every single one. Because I like the characters that I
Every
got.
journey has its final goal.
Wrong with that.
Don't rush.
So 51k with the Sakura flower is nutty. I love it. Look at that. 238% energy recharge. 273. The only reason why I'm using the Traveler right now is because of how his abilities work. How these work. So, like this one increases energy recharge. So, yeah, like... Yeah, see? Literally, he's just a fucking battery. Nothing else. Yeah, I will say he is bad as a damage output. But pretty good as a battery. And that's it. That's all he's fucking good for. Oh, I can level that up. Gooba, you can be leveled. Look at that. Ooh. Oh. Wow. So could Pyronative. Have I leveled any? Oh. Shit. I gotta level that. I gotta level that. I gotta level everything. I've got an... I'm pretty sure my opinions are super unpopular with the characters, so... I mean, I made my Zhongli a... How is this... 13 and then that's 10. Give me a quick sec. There we go. Oh! Because I don't have these. Shit. Oh. Okay, that makes sense as to why my planet befall is only 10. But I'm sure at like 13, that's like almost like 1,000 damage. Which would be nutty with that. Yes, I crowned my Zhongli. I've crowned the Traveler. Crowned her. I need to level her more. Let's go kill some Nabushi. Why are you over there? I mean, the game's beautiful. That's mainly what got me into it. Mainly the art. And then Zhongli came around and... yeah.
Let me try my blade.
Nice and spicy.
This is order. Very high.
Yeah. Take flight.
Yeah.
Whirling snow.
You win. This.
Yeah. Yay. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. This is just a chill stream. I'm just gonna do random shit, chat. Just nice and relaxed, you know? Also, you need to watch Obi-Wan Kenobi. Miss me,
I
dude.
will have order.
Sakura swirl. Boba, get them.
Finally, I get the fairy. Thunderclap.
Kneel before me. How's it? Oh, right here. Hell yeah. Yeah, like, I got her, like, I was just wishing just to wish, I guess. I did not actually expect to get her at all. I was like, yeah, I'll wish for her. If I get her, I get her. I got her. Started leveling her kind of off and on. And using her. I do like her a lot. Like, I was using Rosaria first. And I think I put all of my Rosaria artifacts onto her. But I actually think I prefer Ayaka over Rosaria. I love Rosaria, though. I don't know why. Yeah, I definitely got lucky. I was using the last event's primos to wish for her, too, so I definitely got, like, super lucky off of that. Oh, that don't do anything.
Ooh.
Stabilize.
But Zhongli's still number one in my eyes. I cannot, like, after getting Zhongli, you cannot play the game like you used to. You can't, you just get so used to having that shield up that it's like, why would I use anything else?
This is order.
My apologies. Nice and spicy.
Here. There's more.
Take flight.
Yeah. Rosaria is definitely like a vampire goth girlfriend.
Whirling snow.
Crumble.
Booba, get them.
Take this. Solidify. I will have order. Cut down. Like this.
Ooh, they gave me a lot of handguards. Thank you guys. That's exactly what I need. It's just so fucking hot. I will say her, like, alternate outfit is kind of okay. It's definitely not the best one, in my opinion. I think that would have to go to Jeans. Like, her alternate is... Like, there's that. And then there's that. Like... As a Grandmaster, this is what comes to mind when I hear that. Of, like, a female Grandmaster of anything. And then I just don't speak about that. I think I have Mona wearing hers too. Yeah. It's nice. Like, why? Like, this is more practical and makes more sense to me. Don't really see how much they changed. Her, oh, she's slightly... Okay, I see now. Okay. No. Not to be a dick, but no. Sorry, sir.
Where do you want to go next?
I'm kind
If you'd
of
like to see
worried
Leroy's
what they're gonna
tourist
do with
spots,
Dendro
I
for
have
the,
a few references.
like, all the characters. Like, every single Dendro character. I am very worried about that. Like, how are they gonna make that work when we have no Dendro characters to even try? Like, I think they broke, like, their own story in the visions, because Inazuma has been locked off and they've been pulling all visions from Inazuma. Sumeru is not blocked off, but we've not seen a single Dendro character other than Baiju, and we can't even use him. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
There's no end to this. Let me try my blade.
Embrace the ice! You're toast!
Keep trying.
Following thunder!
My apologies!
How are you gonna say that Inazuma is cut off and have all these electro visions? Sumeru not cut off, not having everybody like coming back and whatnot.
Order guide you.
And not a single fucking Dendro character.
How's this? This is order. Very height.
Take flight!
Take this!
Nice and spicy! Whirling snow!
You win this
Not a single one is Dendro. So it makes me very, very fucking worried about how they're gonna implement Dendro into this game. Like, if it's a poison kind of deal, that might work. Or if it's like a lifesteal leeching type ability, that could work. I don't know how they're gonna implement it.
order guide you.
What are your thoughts? How do you think they're gonna implement Dendro into this game? Like, would it be a poison? Would it be a life leech kind of deal?
Going somewhere? I will have order.
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Eat this!
the fairy.
Following thunder!
And you!
Wait!
Order guide you!
Take flight.
Take this!
You win this battle.
Oh, they're all dead. Too easy. Is there no more from them? Yeah, I guess I'll do this condition that's right here.
It's my lucky day!
Go!
Perfect distance!
This is order.
Whirling snow.
Yeah!
To the fairy.
I will have order.
My apologies.
Take this!
Out of the frying pan. Embrace the ice.
Thunderclap! Yeah!
Solidify. This is order. You win this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we have some damage over time abilities, but nothing like Electro is basically energy. It deals all with that. Pyro deals all with like power and like absolute damage right then and there. Animo is crowd control, Hydro, CC,
Boats are made for
Geo is
transferring
stability,
commodities
like
back and
defense.
And those that come across
So,
me tend to stay a while.
What
So
would
it is where many things
Dendro
come to
actually
settle.
be? It could be damage over time, or it could be
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
could it be CC? Because
But
that's
where are those
Animo.
who share the memory?
Yeah, fucking bird. But that's Hydro. Mostly. Hydro is mostly dealing with healing. I guess we could go based off of the Samatrals and see.
Gather.
Like, they mostly do like poison stuff, I think, right? It makes it difficult. Like all the other elements, like cryo is like slowing things down, making it easier. Yeah, we will just have to see. We've got no other choice until Sumeru comes out. Honestly, we should just get rid of that fucking bird.
It's my lucky day! Lightning flash! Lightning flash! My blade!
Whirling snow. Sakura swirl.
Order guide you.
I mean, if it is healing, that'd be okay. Since Hydro is like more for
Solidify.
teleport, I guess.
Picked the wrong test subject.
We really will just have to say so. Yeah, not what I wanted, but okay. Huh. Famed handguard, huh? I don't even know if I can make any of that. To the teapot. I mean, they need to release Sumeru soon. Because that is what a lot of people have been waiting for. Is just another area to explore. You know? Like, Inazuma's nice. We waited for that for like 6 months or so.
This realm
But
is truly
Sumeru,
beginning.
we've been curious about for years. I don't know what new furnishings and stuff there is, but whatever. I'm gonna just go ahead and grab that. All of this. And all of these. And I guess all of this. And I don't need that. I don't need that. You should. Inazuma's beautiful. There's a beautiful, beautiful one. I quite enjoyed Inazuma and Kanomiya. They were nice places. I need that. Ooh, a bonus one. Ugh, 4. And no double. Don't need anything there. I refuse to use that. Yeah, just enough to get that to 7. Hell yeah.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
You... Screw it. Let's get her Goba up a little.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
I think that'll be fine, because I want to save just in case I get C5 Zhongli. I doubt it.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same
I'd
as
really
I
love
remember.
a C6 Zhongli, though.
But where
Be
are those
great.
who share the memory?
I actually don't care about any of that. I don't care about any of that. Oddly enough. Davalan, huh?
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while.
Yeah,
So it is where many
I know
things
I'll
come to settle.
eventually get to C6. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not... I don't see any foreseeable characters coming out that'll change my lineup other than a better Xianling, you know? Like, if someone with, like, the somewhat same skill set, I won't say, like, completely copied, but does, like, the same as Zhongling, like, off-field stuff, then I might roll for them, as long as they're Pyro. But other than that, I do not see me rolling for anybody else other than Zhongli and Raiden when they rerun.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
And so, which means all the events, all like the story stuff that I'll eventually like finish.
But where are those who share
I'll have
memory?
Hopefully enough primos for both. Oh. I forgot about that. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do maybe I should show you guys my nice, beautiful realm first. You know? What I've done with the place. Show you my fishies. Look at them. Look at all. That fish was a pain to get. This one would not fucking spawn for me. Like, at all. It just would not spawn. Made me mad. The beautiful, elegant Ningguang. Oof. My fox. They go all out with, like, the characters, I'll say that. And for some reason, this is broken. Oh no, I want that. Keep that. It's not? They fixed it? Did they finally fix this? If they did, I'm gonna be so happy. Oh, yes! They finally fixed it. Let's see, is that a... Yeah, that's a stool. Oh. Ah, okay. Oh, the placement thing was bugged. Like, I could not place anything. Lisa, you want a tea set? I'll give you a tea set, Lisa. I do believe it is... this? Yes, that is the tea set. I can't place it there? No, Lisa, you must have tea set. Let's see then. If I can't place it there, I'll have to move these. I'm sorry, Lisa. I guess you're not getting a tea set. Yeah, like... I... constantly, like... put new stuff in here with, like, every area. I think this is mine, yeah. This is like my main room here. Ooh. I think I know where I want to put the tea set. I could put that there. And this. Stop it. Just a little. Stop. There. Nice. Oh, that... There we go. Hell yeah. Here we go. Yeah, like... I love decorating. At least in games. In real life, I fucking hate it. In games, I love it. Oh yeah, you can't hear any of that. That's right. I'll put it to that anyways. Yeah, I got the music turned off so that when I upload to YouTube, cat by the way, I don't get like copyright for music. You know? I think the only place I haven't is this room. Nope. Chair and desk. Technically decorated. It's technically decorated. Xiangling here. And Noelle. Like, I actually maxed this place out, basically, because I like when I get a place in-game that is, like, the home, I want it to look lived in. I can't stand a game environment that is like, yeah, by lore standards, this is your home, you can live here, this is your place to sleep and whatnot. I want it to look like somebody fucking lives there. If it's just barren, that's just boring, and then there's no use to being it called a home. Because at that point, it's not a fucking home. It's just a place. We've done a tiny bit on this island. Not a whole lot. It looks like a place. Oh, I forgot about you. Little ninja dog. Completely forgot I had him here. I've done nothing on this one, looks like. Yeah, nothing on this island. See how massive that tree is. Fucking love that tree. Nice, purple, big. And then I've got another one here. My little park. With Rosaria's beautiful, beautiful self. My spa. My little tanuki thingy here. Neat little spa. I'm very proud of the work I put into this place. Not much here. Just my garden. Had to do it at least once. I don't know why I've got that like that. And then the shrine area. I don't even need those anymore. Fucking Paimon. Her painting that albedo quote unquote fixed, even though mine was better. Had her looking like a brain dead zombie. And a little village here with a shrine in the middle. Like I said, I want it to look lived in. Like, even if there aren't NPCs here, this place looks like people live here. And that's what I wanted. And that's what I got. But that's that place. And I was gonna go back to Inazuma. Oh, no. Liyue. Do, I was gonna do, Yelan's story quest. That's right. maybe one day I'll give a tour of my orbiter in Warframe. Nope, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Nope. Wrong again. Here we go. Oh, the sound just cut out on this.
Uncle Tien, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Oishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea?
Tea.
I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories. Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me.
Yeah,
As
old
I
fart.
grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice. So
Spy
a public
masters.
selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Oh? Who is it?
Yeah,
I'm
Lon.
heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
It's Yelan!
In the face of Zhongli's giant
Jackpot.
ding dong,
Uncle Tien here asked me to assess 3
everyone's
candidates for him.
forgettable.
Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
What do you think?
I'm not really
Makes sense.
interested.
After all, whoever the next Tianshu is, it doesn't really make any difference to us. I'm picked, so let's go take a look.
Fuck off, Paimon.
Alright
I
then.
made my decision.
Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tien, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety, too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
No, you're too covert.
Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation.
No.
Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house.
She just owned everything. She's
You're all
like,
set?
yeah, I want to buy that. Tea house. Mine.
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tien is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
So everything's pointless.
Gee. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
So, miss absolutely everything. I got you. Do not worry about that. Yeah, I don't know why all the sound is just gone. Like, I got the music, but everything just, like, cut out right there. It's odd. It happens off and on, and I hate it. There we go, sound's back. Just Mary Poppins it. Whoop.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair. I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, you big baby!
I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
He's
right,
too
you
timid.
two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it.
One's
Qianwei,
too
that was a
rash,
bit
one's
uncalled
too
for.
timid.
And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable.
What?
Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up.
Type
while we
it,
wait,
dude. I
so
can't
why
hear
don't we
you.
borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
It looks like all 3 candidates have
yeah.
arrived.
It does feel like a Goldilocks scenario.
We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow. One of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto.
Can I read
Failing
these
the occurrence of
manifestos and
some
then
cataclysmic
burn
event,
them and tell
they
them
will
all
not
they
be
suck
permitted
and
to
then just
change
have
their plan.
Yelan take over?
Therefore, These 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing.
Oh,
I'll
cool.
be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
They all fail. They all suck. You're the only one who's worth it. She still died. I'm sorry, Ayaka. So G, what's his name with the Q? No,
Finished?
I did not even fucking pick that. What the hell? It was like, oh, you jumped? Ah. So the guy with the, okay.
Finished, huh? What did you...
Everyone took it very serious.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu,
Good
so
coffee.
you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind,
Are they though?
whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regret. That's for me to know and you to find. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a...
Yes, ma'am.
Tianwe. Is that how you say it?
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing 2 entirely unfamiliar faces.
How is
I
the
trust you've
traveler
read through my
unfamiliar?
manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Mind your tone, mister.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact. Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about. With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition.
Nope,
Perhaps
I'm
you
just
will
an
be able
asshole.
to understand the concepts I have put forward. Yeah, although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please, introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
He's
I've
so
worked there for,
timid.
9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases.
The
I have 12
traveler.
active cases at the moment.
Not
They
a
should be
traveler.
concluded in,
The traveler. I mean,
16
the
days.
traveler.
My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't think I've seen a guy any more timid in this
Hello?
game than that guy.
Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous. What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability?
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, 2 different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach 2 very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution
Maybe.
to all the problems as a whole.
How do you
It
plan
does
to
kind of
determine
sound like
whether you are
Finor.
right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
Yeah, that guy seems like the best in
He's
my
like a
eyes.
great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical and...
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Xianwei
Meh.
is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto, which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Xianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more.
Last but not least, Jur-E. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Jur-E take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great.
We'll see.
Yeah. Drifting! Oh, she's got bells. You can hear them. I just now noticed that.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
All right.
Genshin.
Then let me ask this. The ideas in Jur-E's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me. But Xianwei went on to focus on his business, and Mingbo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Jur-E was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa. So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tien?
Xianwei was referred to me by an old friend. Mingbo came to my attention in the course of my work. As for Jur-E, I was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Jur-E came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger version of myself, so I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly, quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tien. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
I'd
Sounds
rather
like you sure
not
love
be
fishing,
fishing
Uncle
when I'm
Tien.
old, to be honest.
There's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Jury purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman. When we've been fishing recently, Jury always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. The addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful. That flavor makes for a fond memory.
No,
Everyone
Paimon!
really wants to try it.
Let's get back to the matter at hand.
The more food you eat, the
Uncle
more
Tien,
diluted
you've
as
reported
emergency
back.
rations you
Do you
get.
have a verdict?
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Jury's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities. Remember, you must be thorough.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
No, we can talk here.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tien.
Outside the tea house, even though we were outside.
His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush.
Huh? So,
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me the biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
who are they?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me. As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various... Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not...
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little...
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the ministry...
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Jury?
We're gonna have to
Jur-E.
do it.
Well, obviously, as the most promising... Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there.
If we're looking for him, he does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
Sure.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
What's Polite doing here today?
Yeah. Easy.
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn...
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find... I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so...
All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us will.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll
Wow.
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Actually, we were
Juri? I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time. But Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support. He returned cruelty with kindness. Injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique...
Oh, he sounds like a decent man.
Why are you asking about him anyway? Well then,
No.
in that case, the higher bidder takes the...
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on.
Linlong?
Try not to let him see you. We want this
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you're looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
He's not even saying anything.
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink.
What's the hurry?
How?
Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
How did he see me from behind boxes? He saw me from behind fucking boxes. Yeah, that makes
Try not to let him
all
see
the fucking
you.
sense.
We want this in.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you're looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me. Juri seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now?
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check.
Wait, you're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because...
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do, you'll be able to try all the finest food for free.
We will? Well, come on!
Fucking Paimon. Thinks only with her fucking stomach. Start thinking with your fucking brain, you damn fucking ration.
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
Nah.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the, Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone. We've heard about this young man called Zhi, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yeon made up a whole fake identity without batting an eyelid.
Everyone can fucking hear you.
He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him.
Huh.
Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet.
Well,
How
that
does
sucks.
That saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
How so?
Why's that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing.
Alcohols?
See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Yay.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000. You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
No, we're into
Please,
you.
don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Zhi who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
I will tell him
You'd
now.
rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him, that's all.
I see.
Let's
Well,
upset him.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Finally, something smart.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you. What
I'm
brings
not.
you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know.
Really? People said...
But of course. We also heard that Master Dugu is a...
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street.
Now she's lying to a kid.
Everyone
So,
can
Master
fucking
Dugu,
hear you,
have you
Paimon.
heard
Shut
of one
up.
by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking? I've heard many tales of jury. Probably because it's nothing that important.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when...
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about jury in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him. Sometimes he gives me candies, so...
Just as I thought.
Huh?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed...
Whatever.
Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about jury stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can...
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
Master Doo-Doo.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Strange? Jir-E seems to have a great reputation.
True. He returns cruelty with kindness and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little... Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jir-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jir-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood,
He got his...
his
Hold on.
studies, the thing with his neighbor.
Hands
None
on
of these are
something.
recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
When you put it like that...
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look at... Jir-E was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the moral right, and that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing. That's the worst-case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? Even if we asked Jir-E about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key. Whoever is secretly helping Jir-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jir-E's manifesto. Come on, let's get...
Yeah, I got stuck. Such a convenient taxi there, Ayaka. Hey, it's Doo-Doo.
Should I save this money
Doo-doo.
Jur-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up will be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
And just say that Yelan's the only one who can do it.
Whatever else Uncle Tien might think of Jur-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
Yeah. I don't really like Freeze all too much, you know?
Even though Yelan took
I like Superconduct and Overloaded.
to get through. Well, we gotta...
Coastal Defense. Yeah, so no Barbara. Definitely not going for Kokomir. I have Barbara, but don't have Kokomir. Ruin exploration, huh? Roads and bridges.
Oh, this reading is giving Paimon a headache.
Oh, shut up, Paimon.
Let's take a break.
No, let's continue.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Yeah? Yeah, you are? Cool.
Hey, it's one of Yelan's little helpers, Shanghua. If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
He's a bad guy.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To
He
summarize my
deserves the
findings,
guillotine.
most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him. The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Tianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Tianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
to validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
'Cause he
Why do you
beat you.
think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills, and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
Whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you. Lady Yelan,
I have finished investigating Mingbois.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbois struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers.
That
But
much was
after
fucking
a few days
obvious.
of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbois at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Mingbois is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbois to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbois gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before,
Interesting.
things are not always as they appear.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that. I'm starting to get it now.
Are
Thank
you?
both. You're free to go now.
Are
So,
you,
have you
Paimon?
finished reading the manifesto?
We still have a bit left.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Cheongshu Pool redevelopment plan. Cheongshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Cheongshu Pool. A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
So, did they find any treasure?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive.
Huh.
The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend. Jur-E's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions.
Yeah, I would too.
Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read any? Oh yeah! Juri said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So Jur-E wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Cheongshu Pool.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Juri's secret supporter?
Would
No,
make sense.
Not likely. I've looked
You
into
sure?
the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
Dope.
Shenwei and Mingbo both turned out to be completely different than what we thought.
Dope.
What about Juri? Is there another side to him too?
Yay. Let's drop here.
Come with me. Let us find shelter from
This is the Blackcliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
Iron Shoulder.
Excuse me?
I don't think we're going to get anywhere asking questions.
Where are the drugs?
What's this?
From the back, it looks like a ledger. But we don't know who wrote it.
You think they're suspicious?
Yes. Look,
Why?
it says right there. One of them. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background check. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then. That's the advantage of planning this far in advance.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would. So,
That's a question for the newcomers.
I want all the treasure. Give me now.
Excuse us. We want to ask.
You want them to I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all this. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's...
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain... Hey, you're only young once, right?
Interesting. Let's go talk...
Yeah.
Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These new... Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going... Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but...
Yay!
They went that way. Hurry, we gotta catch up.
Shut the fuck up, Paimon. Nobody loves you.
These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
That way? This way?
The footprints stop, but, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that of...
Sweet, yay. What else am I looking for, huh? Ah.
Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. Look at these ashes. Someone was...
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have...
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Blackcliff Forge? They've gotta go back there.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else.
Darn!
Make no mistake. The purpose of our trip wasn't to find it. I smelled something peculiar. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different
Really? Pilot can't smell anything.
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as some wealthy people there
Dragon
put floral
spine.
fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their... When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind.
Oh.
Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away, but it's all I need.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you.
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's. I sent him to look into Zhi-Yi's regular contacts. Since Zhi-Yi likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea. I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Blackcliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there... So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Zhi-Yi before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Blackcliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could.
Well, Uncle Tian said that Zhi-Yi once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you...
What? No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup...
Fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some solid... Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Zhi-Yi, but the guy's too cautious.
Okay, so...
No, we'll still need to tail him. But...
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yohai Pavilion. Take a guess. Be sure to arrive on time.
Sweet. Uh, 9 o'clock. Sweet.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the assessment process. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tian entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush. Just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over. In contrast, Zhi-Yi is evenly balanced across the board, and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Zhi-Yi to the Liyue Qixing.
What?
Ha!
Congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced. In my
He's
estimation,
poor.
all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshi
Yeah.
position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great
He
talents.
wears such good clothes.
Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Jur-E, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tien proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Jur-E seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly...
Yeah, also wouldn't mind knowing.
Well, for one, he's not brash and timid. He's level-headed.
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally...
Lady Yelan, Jur-E has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
So Jur-E really sided with the Fatui?
Where? Oh.
But Uncle Tien thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him. He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's subordinates?
He's not working with the Fatui. He's in the Fatui.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
How?
He is
Don't
in the
blame yourselves.
Fatui.
Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tien himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tien, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinyue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. We figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinyue Kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinyue Kiosk.
Yay.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Sir, you can't get naked
Enough.
in this
Let's
restaurant,
tone
you
this down
know.
a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
Shigu Antiques. Come on, load. Thank you. The fuck? Let's reload, cause, that broke. Oh, wow. Damn, she got lucky.
Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Zhi ordered a wineware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
That model.
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Zhi's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Zhi picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Zhi has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry. Price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Zhi's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Zhi bought 2.
Okay. Thanks, Linlong. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. All right, see you next time.
Sell out right now. Right this second.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Yeah. So has the plan failed? Oh, if we can't figure out where Jerry went, there's not much we can do. But why was he buying liquor at Shinue Kiosk anyway? To celebrate?
If so, it's no ordinary celebration.
What do you mean?
First of all, Zhi isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses. Now, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Jur-E's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status, hence the need for expensive-looking wineware. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Child!
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move?
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Jur-E may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his in which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just...
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Jur-E bought.
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could be...
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Jur-E is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, stick to your orders. And make sure we're covering all other bases, too. Anywhere else Jur-E might...
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of...
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then...
I am ready. I am all the readies. There, I am exceptionally ready. Oh, you can't go upstairs now? What a loser.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading...
Qingshu Pool?
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going...
Oh no.
Let's go. If...
Sweet. Am I finally gonna be able to fight people now? Would be dope. Just saying.
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
You mean there's an inside to this place?
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a lab. The workers left it. Still, be ready to...
Don't worry, we're up. By the way, Yelan, where...
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to...
Yeah, whatever. Ooh, so difficult. Water. Ooh. I recommend using a hydro character. I don't give a fuck. Hi guys.
Stabilize.
Quietly now. Gotcha.
Lightning slash!
Gather! I will have order!
As I expected. But this shouldn't be too much
chest. Yay.
Ambassador here to meet. That must be the emergency access route.
Yeah, whatever. So how do I do it?
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
Move this. No.
Take flight!
Thunderclap!
Eat this!
Order guide you!
I see. Exquisite chess. Huh?
The water's gone down.
There's nothing down here. Huh? No.
This is order! Solidify!
Okay.
Solidify!
Whirling snow!
Busted! Here comes the catch!
Embrace the ice!
Yeah!
Hey, look, a chest. I think I know what to do.
The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
This one. This one. Oh, that way. That way. That way. That way. Pretty good, dude. Just chilling, playing some genshin.
The door is open. Let's go.
What about you, man? You doing good?
Let's wrap this up.
Order guide you.
Take flight!
Following thunder!
Nice and spicy.
This is order.
My apologies. Kami-san to art. Sometsu!
That way?
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Oh, sorry, that went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
Oh.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup. Come on, another
plot
round.
twist.
Less talking, more drinking.
Sure.
That's a plot
You
twist.
didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look,
Oh, thanks,
know
man.
It has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work. But I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was
bastards.
fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tien Shu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qing Shu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Will you, though?
It was poison! That's why Uncle Tien hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Jurye's doing. Guy, seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring the camera? If not, you can
no.
use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Excellent liquor. We've seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Juryi. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time. Just look at your two competitors. Qian Wei had wealth. Ming Bo had reputation. But you had nothing. You were just another nobody. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
Damn.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again. Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Juryi
No,
has
thank
low
you.
self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera?
Sure.
Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now. How well this goes for us depends on how Juryi plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
What if I
There's only
accidentally
a little left. Here,
push
I'll fill
you
your glass.
off
If you
a
like it,
bridge?
I can bring you some more next time.
Whoa, this is the good stuff. It is great. Huh? What the?
Dang. This dude more devious than I thought.
Juryi, you poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher.
Damn.
You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives. The ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
Bruh, this guy is just... Wow.
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become 1 as the truth gradually reveals itself. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool. But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
That's...
Jerry, do you really
Holy
think you're gonna get
fuck,
away with
that
this?
is a plot
The
twist.
Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophan?
How do you know about that?
Damn.
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
I did not see any of this coming.
Shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture. Sweet dreams, Mr. Yusupov.
Holy balls. Damn. Did not see any of that coming.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
Sure.
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, So I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
This is how you want to play it, huh?
Eh.
Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's. Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Yeah, no.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
Not poison your teacher?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think? Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by...
Deserve the gallows!
What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tien was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough. That's enough.
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jur-E these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you.
Woo!
But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Damn.
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yanshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one. Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be a straightforward deal. Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
I don't need no rest. Chest. I remember back when the... Oh yeah, 5 primos. There we go. I'm good. Get here. Ooh, wait till 8 o'clock the following day. Haha, we're right on 8. Yeah, I went right past it. Get down.
There is now no poison
bite
left
you.
in his system. But recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
The one
Dr.
Dendro
Baijiu,
character we know.
Is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point...
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tien will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much. Ah, you're here too? Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after...
Yep.
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tien. In my opinion, Zhi is...
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tien not that surprised?
Don't underestimate Uncle Tien. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi. Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tien?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu. When I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. In the end, even he changed. I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background, and I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things.
Oh, that's something.
What I really admired about Zhi was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Zhi was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Xinyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Zhi would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterward.
But that's still really...
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He did.
Damn.
How is
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail cell. Like Yenfei says, everyone who breaks the law. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you...
Yes, Juri's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tien? Yeon? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
This is big people talk, Paimon. You don't need to know.
Try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Jur-E, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new... Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well...
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they never...
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved. The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan. Do you I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and... Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role, as Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days and I...
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in it. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tien. After the recent turn of events...
Nice. That wasn't too bad of a story quest. Plot twists were great. I actually liked that. That was nice. And I think
boats are made for transferring commodities.
I'm gonna leave it off here.
And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Let's find someone to raid. That sounds good, right?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Let's see who's here.
But where are those who share the memory?
Let's see here. 45, 4.3k. Man. Let's
Where do you want to go next?
Here.
If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
A lot of these people have a lot of viewers, you know? 28, 80, 114. check out some
Boats are
genshin.
made for transferring
See if
commodities
anyone
back and
is.
forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Oh.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
I guess not. I'll have to start following people for that. Well, I'll leave it off here then. Catch y'all in the next one. Later.